Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome back to the kitchen. Anyway, so as you can see by the title, this is going to be about setting goals and my goals for Ramadan, as well as a little how-to. I don't know, I can't really say recipe because if you watch my cooking videos, y'all know I don't like to measure. So a little how-to, shall we say, okay? All right, so this that I have cooking right now is a mixture of carrots, red bell pepper, some sweet yellow onion, and some scallions. So it's cooked down quite a bit. Looks really pretty, right? Let me show you what's in here for those that are curious. Red bell pepper. Y'all, how pretty is this? You know what? Let me just bring this whole shebang over here so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Oops. Save them. All right, red bell pepper, y'all. Ooh, 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 girl, so pretty. And then I have some fresh carrot that I chopped up in there. What else did I say? Oh yeah, some onion, and then also some other type of onion, scallion. What that looks like. Try to get y'all to see this stuff. The light is there. We go. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful. Y'all, I just love fruit and vegetables. Seriously, maybe too much. So here is this is purple garlic. Ooh, yeah, that color is coming through. Look. Woo! Pretty, pretty, pretty. And then also what I have is some Shanghai Bok Choy that I have sliced up here, and I'll show you what that looks like before it's sliced up. But y'all, these vegetables are super fresh. I think I just got them like maybe 2 days ago or so. So fresh, as you can see. So I am going to go ahead and dump these in my mixture. I saved it because these they cook down really quickly, and I don't want them to be, I'll pick that up later. If you saw that fall, just act like you didn't. So I don't want these to be like completely wilted. So I like to put these in at the end. Oh, did I even tell y'all what I'm making? This is lo mein. This is lo mein in a skillet because I don't have a wok. So I don't know if you could say that it's authentic lo mein. I went to the stores and to a Asian grocery store, and I saw some woks, but I didn't really like them because they have that coating that makes things not stick. I just want like a regular wok. I don't want the coating on it. And I had a wok years ago, and it was like nice, but it started to get like all messed up at the bottom. I ended up getting rid of it. I just never got another wok. So until I find a wok that I really like, I will be making my lo mein in a skillet. And I have some black sesame oil in here. That's what's helping to cook it. Focus, little baby. There we go. Pure black sesame oil. And I put some pink Himalayan salt. Yeah, we having issues with this. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay, pink Himalayan salt and some cayenne pepper. And that's all we have in there so far. I'm also going to throw in some garlic because I love garlic. There we go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Y'all, my light is like bright. But you know what garlic looks like. Garlic. Get off in there, honey. Y'all, I made this lo mein like 2 days ago. Ooh, it was so good, which is why I'm making it again, because it's gone. I also have some green onion here that I am going to dump in at the very end. I kind of like these, you know, a little crunchy at the end. So we're gonna leave that. This is what the green onion looks like that I used. And now for me to show you all the Shanghai Bok Choy. These things are so cute. I love them. Look. They're so cute. I promise. Is there a word like, there's a word I know for people that love beards. It's like, I forgot the word. When I figured out, I put it across the screen. But that's the word right there for people who have like an obsession with beards. There has to be a word for people that have an obsession with fruit and vegetables. Like if I move my camera down right now, on my counter I have a whole pineapple. I have some plantain. Like when I tell y'all I love fruit and vegetables, I really do. Okay, so this is what the Shanghai Bok Choy looks like. It's like miniature bok choy, so freaking cute. And this is what it looks like before it's cleaned. Y'all, I promise they must have pulled this stuff fresh out of the ground, okay? Fresh out of the ground and put it in this bag. It is dirty, dirty. There's even like little dirt in the bottom of the bag. Can you see that? Look at that dirt. So fresh. When I say fresh, fresh, fresh. Okay. So now you know what I'm cooking. Let's talk about setting these Ramadan goals, sweetheart, okay? I had someone comment and they said, hey, can you make a video about your Ramadan goals or your suhoor? Suhoor is the meal that we eat early in the morning when we are fasting, because we start fasting so early, so you want to have that meal, of course, before you start fasting. So the sun hasn't even come up, you might not even be fully awake, and you have to try to get something in your stomach. My suhoors are usually, let me turn this down. My suhoors are usually very simple. I don't really go overboard with like big, huge meals for suhoor, but I do try to eat something. Now, I'm not like a suhoor expert or whatever, so I don't know if I'll do suhoor videos. I might show y'all what I'm eating, but it's not gonna be anything fancy. So since she said or, I said, okay, that's a choice. So I'm going to go with sharing my Ramadan goals instead. Y'all, this is so pretty. Woo! Hello. Chef Le'Von in the house. Y'all, look. This is so pretty. And I already have my noodles over here. And I know I'm going back and forth. That's the whole purpose of the video. 2 things at once. Cooking, talking. You get it? Okay. Bear with me. So these are my lo mein noodles. And these noodles I cooked previously when I made my first batch of lo mein. So they are already ready to go. I just warmed them up on the stove. They have some, oh my god, they smell so good. They have some sesame oil in here, some scallions, some ginger, and some garlic. So once my veggies are where I want them to be, I will just add in my lo mein noodles and put my little sauce and stuff in there. So I'll share that. Oh, let me show y'all the noodles I use. One moment. Whoop, 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 whoop. And if you just saw my pajamas, oh well, because when I make videos, sometimes I only get cute from here on up. So yes, I have pajamas on the bottom. These are the noodles that I used. Lo mein egg noodles. Yes, I'm back to eating eggs. If you were following me around like October-ish last year, I kind of did this 21-day alkaline thing, and I was staying away from eggs even outside of that. I'm still not eating meat. I'm still not eating dairy as far as like cows, milk and stuff, but I do eat eggs now. So these are the noodles that I use. Goals. Ramadan goals in general are very, very important, extremely important. But the thing is, y'all, when we are setting goals, we should not go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like, seriously. Let's say, for example, if you are someone that wants to eat healthier, like me, I struggle with eating healthy. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, right? If you're someone who wants to start eating healthy, you shouldn't go from just eating McDonald's and Taco Bell and drinking sodas and eating chips all day every day to saying, okay, now starting tomorrow, no more eating chips, no more soda. No, you have to take steps, right? You have to take steps. So your goal needs to be, number one, attainable, okay? We need to have attainable goals. Don't set the bar so high that you can't even reach it yourself, all right? Number two, your goal needs to be measurable, okay? Don't say something like, I want to be a better person. That's cool, right? That's cool. That's real good. I want to be a better person too. But write your goal, tailor your goal to where you can actually measure that goal. How are you going to be a better person? What are you going to do to become a better person? How are you going to track your progress in your journey to becoming that better person? It has to be measurable. You can say something like, I want to be a better person and I am going to do this by not cursing people out, okay? You can measure that. How many people did you curse out on Tuesday? 3? How many people did you curse out on Friday? 2? Okay, you're getting better. I don't know where that example came from, but there's an example of how to make an abstract goal a measurable goal, right? You need to be able to measure it. You need to be able to see your progress. Do not set the bar too high, because if you set your bar way too high, you are more likely to not achieve that goal. That is going to put a damper on your self-esteem and on your momentum and on your magnetism to even setting goals in the future, right? So make sure it's something that you can do. Since Ramadan is so sacred and so important, you need to make sure you are implementing those little pieces of advice that I have given you into your Ramadan goals, because you don't want to fall short and then start to feel like, oh, I'm not a good Muslim. Oh, I'm not a good person. No, you are, because you're trying, because you have the desire, you have the intention, you are putting forth the effort, but also know your own limitations, know your weaknesses, and know your strengths. I wouldn't say go from being someone who is not reading the Quran at all to saying, all right, I'm going to read the entire Quran in one day. That's too much. Like, that's too much for you, right? You haven't read the Quran at all. You're not used to it. So don't go from 0 to 100 real quick. Just say something like, okay, I know that I haven't been reading the Quran. I haven't read it in a long time. I want to be better at reading the Quran. Let me start off with maybe a chapter a week, maybe a page a day, maybe a half a page a day, maybe a verse a day. Whatever is good and attainable for you, right? But also, it shouldn't be so small to where you're not putting forth any effort. Okay, I'm not reading the Quran at all. I want to start reading the Quran. Let me read a letter a day. No, we're not going that small. You're not going too small, and you're not going too big, right? Make sure that make sure you're keeping your head about yourself and it's balanced. It's somewhere in the middle. My goals are more so related to my character, how I present myself, how I see myself, the things that I don't necessarily like about myself and that I want to tweak and make better. So character, mannerisms, that's what I am focused on this Ramadan. So number 1, I want to be more feminine, right? So I have 5 brothers total, but 3 brothers that I grew up with. And even before that, I wasn't always very girly, you know. I went through this stage where I would wear my bonus dad's shirts and socks, and I had these big pants and big shorts and tennis shoes, and I was just kind of you know. So a part of that sometimes is still in me. Like even wearing lipstick now, it's like even seeing myself, I'm like, oh my god, I have on lipstick. But not to say that lipstick makes you more feminine, but I mean in my actions, in my thoughts, in my mannerisms, even when I am alone and by myself, I just want to overall increase my femininity. We're supposed to be cooking too, y'all. We can't. See what I mean about those bok choy? But it didn't burn, so that means it's time for me to take the heat off. See? It wilted down, but that's perfect because when I eat it, it's still going to be a bit chewy. I would say when it comes to fruit and vegetables, if you are cooking them, baking them, or whatever, you don't want to cook your fruit and vegetables down to the point to where they're so soggy that it's just like, it's almost like baby food. Because what that does is it takes out a lot of the nutrition and just the good stuff that's in it, right? So don't overcook your fruit and vegetables. Do not overcook. Let me turn the heat off, and what I'm gonna do now, can y'all, oh yeah, y'all can see. I thought I was gonna have to do a whole bunch of maneuvering. I'm gonna take my noodles and just put a few noodles in here so they can go ahead and heat back up. Not too many, because see, the noodle vegetable ratio, the noodle vegetable ratio is very, very important. I love vegetables, so I don't want it to be too noodly. I want it to be more vegetable-y. I can make up words, it's okay. So this is what that looks like before I get everything all mixed in. And let me put this down, y'all, so I can really do what I gotta do. So I put a little bit of sesame oil. I'm gonna put a little bit of honey. Sometimes when I'm watching other people's videos, they'll show you what they're using, and they'll do something like, oh yeah, and I'm using cayenne pepper. I'll be like, girl, I didn't see that. You know, you have to let it focus. You gotta wait. You gotta let people take a screenshot if they need to, you know? Let us see. See? Now you know I'm using cayenne pepper. You know the brand I'm using and everything. So honey, right? Honey. Come on, baby. Not too much. You're not going for sweetness. You're going for a little something in there that makes that if somebody ate it, they'd be like, what? That's real good. What you put in this? That's what you're going for. And then I'm gonna put some oyster flavor sauce. Found this at my little favorite Asian market up the street. Oyster flavored sauce. Can you see it says Panda brand green label. So we're just gonna put some of this in there. You don't need a lot of this because it has a very distinct taste. And if you put too much oyster sauce, it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty. There's my sauces and stuff. I'm gonna mix that all together. Goal number 2. This thing is not hot enough. Oh, I guess it is. Yeah, okay. So now, let me bring that up just a little bit. Now would be the perfect time to put in our little green onions. We're gonna sprinkle those right over the top. And I think I have enough of everything else already, but we are going to do a little taste test. Y'all look, how cute are these? Chopsticks, cause you can't eat lo mein without chopsticks. These, hello, look how pretty those are. And they're super long. I like the red ones best, but y'all look. I love chopsticks. I really do. So these are like perfect for my hands, and oh, I just love them. Okay, so let's do a taste test, and then we're going to talk about goal number 2. Y'all, look at my. Oh, hold on. I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there because y'all gotta see this. Somebody gotta see this. This is too pretty. Mashallah. Mashallah. Hold on now, little noodle. Hold on. Wait, now. Okay. Noodle was trying to jump off the side. Oh, look, y'all. Just act like that didn't happen. At least it fell halfway on the bag. Oh, I gotta clean up after this. Okay. Bismillah. Y'all, look. Look. I don't do mukbangs, but if I did, woo! Y'all, hello. And look at that food on my finger. Ooh. Please be good, because I don't want to have an ugly face and be embarrassed on camera from cooking nasty food. Woo! Woo! Y'all want to come over? You want some? You got it. Oh, we quarantined. Y'all? And I trying to make sure I told y'all everything I put in here. And a little love. A little love. Make sure you put a little love in there. Y'all. This might be a good suhoor meal or a good iftar. Goal number 2. What? My lips are greasy. That's why I don't make videos a lot, because I be all over the place. Okay. Goal number 2. For me to do a better job at monitoring my thoughts, sometimes I have pessimistic thoughts. And I want to do a better job of grabbing those thoughts and kind of redirecting them to be more positive, to be more optimistic. Not to just think that just because one thing is going wrong, something else is going to go wrong, or not to allow a small thing that goes awry throughout the day to mess up my entire day or my entire week. Remember, our goals need to be measurable and they need to be attainable, right? So I would say the way that I would do that is probably jotting things down, right? When it comes to your thought process and something that intricate, I feel that writing or typing it out, what have you, is going to be very, very beneficial. So if I have a day where I'm feeling bad, or if I'm overloaded with negative and or pessimistic thoughts, I want to be able to jot down how I'm feeling and maybe kind of keep track of my feelings throughout the day and look at it. Right? Like, let's say if at 9 a.m. I'm not feeling so good about something that happened or something that I'm worried about, just kind of jot that down. Not feeling good, 9 a.m., having negative thoughts, right? And then maybe at 12 a.m. do a check-in with myself to see how I'm feeling and what my thoughts are, right? And not to allow myself to go the entire day with negative thoughts, because I can't turn around and look inside my own mind. So the only way to do that would be to write it out. And finally, goal number 3, to be more punctual. Oh my goodness, y'all, I can't believe I'm admitting this on camera. So I don't really have a problem with punctuality when it comes to something that involves making money. Even though I'm teaching super duper early in the morning, I can be there, okay? I can be there. I think since I've been doing it, there's only one time where I messed up on my alarm and overslept. But outside of that, like, usually when it comes to my jobs and things like that, I can be on time. But when it comes to things of leisure, let's say if I need to go pick my husband up from the airport because he travels back and forth. Let's say if I need to go pick him up, I'm not good at stuff like that. Let's say if you invite me to a little shindig, right? And it starts at 7. Honey, I'm not gonna be there at 7, and I don't do it on purpose. I'm just not punctual when it comes to things of leisure. And I'm not gonna say that picking up my husband from the airport is a thing of leisure, but it's just he's really patient and like really sweet. Babe, don't be mad if you watched it. So sometimes if I'm like, I'll be like, oh, like I'm trying to make it, I'm trying to get there, but I guess it's just not a lot of, I don't know what it is. Like I have a problem with punctuality. Sometimes when I go to my girlfriend's house to do their hair, of course we quarantining right now, so I haven't done that in a while. But previously when I was like, I've learned to say, okay, let's set your appointment for between 9 a.m. and 9:30 to give myself a 30-minute window. And even sometimes with that 30-minute window, I'm still getting there after 9:30. So I need to work on my punctuality. And I honestly think that that is just, as far as that being attainable and measurable, how many engagements do I have in a week that I am late to versus how many that I'm on time to versus how many that I'm early to. So y'all, I look at my husband like he is like my blueprint for punctuality. When I tell you that if this man has to be to work at 7:30, he will be pulling up in the parking lot at like at least 10 to 15 minutes before that, like sometimes even 30. And I'm just like, how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? He is always so punctual. Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah. So he is my blueprint. I don't want to necessarily always have to be somewhere on time. I want to be able to have that freedom of being there at least 5 minutes early so I don't have to rush and feel stressed and things like that, right? So for me, it's just mental. I just really need to get up, go, and just move quicker, right? And not spend so much time on minute things, right? Like, oh my gosh, is one of my eyebrow hairs out of place? Like little stuff like that, like little things just kind of catch my attention, and next thing you know, 10-15 minutes have gone by. So definitely to be more punctual. So that is it. We're gonna wrap this up now, y'all, before my noodles get too cold. I need to eat them, okay? So those are my 3 main goals, my 3 main personal goals dealing with my character, how I operate, right? Because I feel that one of the duties of being a Muslim and practicing Islam is to work on your character and your mannerisms. How are you presenting yourself to other people? How are you presenting yourself to yourself, right? How do you feel that Allah sees you? You know what I mean? So definitely when you are setting your Ramadan goals or just setting your goals overall for whatever it might be, also look within yourself. Look at your character. Look at who you are. Look at things that you can kind of put a fine point on, you know, dot your I's, cross your T's. I feel that we should always be working to make ourselves better. Perfection is something that cannot be attained. I do not believe in this life in human form, but we should always try to work on the things that we know we can get better at. So to sum it up, my Ramadan goal is to be better overall, and those are the 3 ways that I am going to start doing that. All right, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this little lo mein how-to. If I missed anything, because I was talking and making this at the same time, just comment. One of my favorite things in the entire world are comments. So comment and ask if you have questions. Y'all, now that I am an ESL/EFL instructor, I have to make sure that I'm saying ask and not ax. So just comment and ask any questions that you may have. Look at my little man. Can you see that steam coming up off of it? Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Hello. Hello. Look at that. There he is. Woo. Thanks for watching. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Happy Ramadan. Final word, and this just popped up into my head. If you are Muslim and you feel that you have not been practicing as you should, or maybe it's been a long time since you fasted, or a long time since you prayed, or a long time since you've read the Quran, or for my ladies who aspire to cover, maybe you have never covered, or maybe you stopped covering. Whatever your goal is that you want to achieve, I just want to encourage you and let you know that just by wanting to, just by having that desire, that's your start. That's your start. Don't allow anyone to make you feel extremely bad or extremely low because they are aware of something that you are not or have not been doing that you should be doing. Just the fact that Allah put it on your heart and or on your mind, in your spirit, in your soul, to recognize something that you can get better at, that's the blessing itself. That's the blessing. Because a lot of people are Muslim, non-Muslim, whatever, people, period. A lot of people are far astray, far away from any type of blueprint that God has for us. And some of those people are left to go astray. So may Allah continue to remind us. May Allah continue to show us where we are lacking, where we are weak, what we need to get better at so that we can get better at it. So just knowing that you have something that you can improve on, that is the blessing. Now it's up to you to act on it, right? Set those goals, make sure that they are attainable, make sure that they are measurable, write the stuff down if you need to. I have an ask.fm down there in the description where you can go and ask questions or leave comments anonymously. There's no way that I would ever know that it's you. If it's something that I'm no expert, right? I'm no guru. It's just I've had quite a bit of experience in my short amount of years on this earth. I cannot promise you that I can help you with everything, but if you need a listening ear or some type of advice related to anything that I've talked about, and I am here to support you. If you need a support system, I am here as a private anonymous listening ear if you need it. All right, so thanks for watching. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. I'm about to go chow down on my life.